Hello, I'm joined in the studio today by Ayesha Akbar, the manager of the Fidelity Select 50 Balanced Fund, one of our most popular funds at the moment. Ayesha, thanks very much for coming into the studio. Perhaps you could just describe, first of all, the Select 50 Balanced Fund, what it is.
It's a portfolio of funds, so it's a fund of funds as it's generally known. And what that means is that it invests in a different variety of funds over a different variety of asset classes. So it's a balanced fund, so we will have some exposure to more risky asset classes such as equities and commodities, as well as safer options such as bonds and cash. But the thing that makes this particular fund unique is that it invests primarily in funds that are recommended by our investment experts. So it is a Fidelity Select list that makes up the bulk of the funds in this portfolio.
Okay, and what exactly are you trying to achieve with this fund?
So we're looking for a balanced risk profile. So this is really designed for people who want to invest in active funds, want to take a little bit of risk with their portfolios, but don't want to have as much risk as would come from just investing in equity markets. And what we're trying to do by investing in different funds is to provide a smoother return profile than you would get just from investing in equity markets. So it's a balanced portfolio, it is diversified, it invests in managers that we think will provide longer term returns, but trying to do that in as smooth a way as possible.
Okay, and just moving on to another part of the name, Select 50, the starting universe, if you like, for your investments is the Select 50 list. How do you find investing within those parameters?
So the Select 50 is made up of a diverse range of funds, and what that means is that not all of them will outperform at exactly the same time, although we think they will all outperform over the longer term. And for me as a portfolio manager, that is really good news because it means I can blend those funds together and achieve those smoother returns that we were talking about earlier. But I'm not just restricted to investing in those funds. I do have some capacity to go across funds that aren't necessarily on the Select list. But again, they will always be subject to the same rigorous research that we do on any fund that we recommend, and they have to serve a purpose in the fund. So it's got to be some sort of extra risk control or return opportunity that we can get, and it's all about blending it to try and get that return profile for our investors.
So the fund has been going for a couple of years now. Just let's focus on last year because that was a pretty interesting year in the markets and a good year. So what lessons did you learn in 2019?
Well, the good news is that we delivered some good returns for our investors. We kept pace with equity markets as well, which was really quite a relief because it was a fantastic year for markets, and this is a fund that isn't designed to outperform when markets go up. So I think getting a return that was in line with the FTSE is a pretty good return overall, and we managed to do that with much less risk as well. So I think in terms of what we're setting out to achieve, that's been a good result. Of course, we were trying to look forward and deliver those sorts of returns going forward, and that really means looking out for where the pitfalls could be and being ready to move to protect our investors' assets.
Ayesha, thank you very much indeed for your time. And thank you very much for watching. If you'd like to read more about the Select 50 Balanced Fund, with plenty of information on this website. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.